what is going on, everybody? Happy Old Testament Thursday. I'm Pastor Adam. So glad you decided to tune in, check out, and see what we've got going on today. Man, I hope you're having a great week. Hope you're ready for the weekend. And I got a question for you. If God said, "Hey, I want to take you on the all expenses paid trip to wherever you wanted to go," it was on God's credit card. Where would you go? What would you do? God said, "Hey, I want to take you to the most beautiful place." God says, "Hey, I want to take you to the place where they got the best barbecue." Where would you go? Where would you go? Would you be like, "Yeah, that's awesome, God. Let's go do that." But what if God asked you to do something hard? What if God said, "Hey, listen, I know you were expecting this all expenses paid trip to wherever, but how about we go climb a mountain in freezing cold weather?" A lot of us may be a little bit more hesitant to do that one. Maybe some of us daredevils would be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do that." Sure. Uh, but a lot of us, we wouldn't do that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Check this out. Genesis 22, verse 1. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. Then God said, "Take your son Isaac, your only son whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Early the next morning, Abraham got up and he loaded up his donkey, and he took with him two of his servants and his son Isaac. When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, he set out for the place that God had told him about. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said, "Servants, stay here and with the donkey, while I and the boy go over there. We will worship, then we'll come back to you." Verse 6, Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac. And he himself carried the fire and the knife. The two of them went up together. Isaac spoke, and he said, "Father?" "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The fire and wood are ready," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" God had asked Abraham to sacrifice his son. Earlier in Abraham's life, God had asked him to go and follow him where he was going to lead him, to a land flowing of milk and honey, a place where he will make him a great nation. But here in this portion of scripture, God's asking him to do something incredibly hard. See, when we become a Christ follower, sometimes, it's God is leading us to the promised land, and God's going to make a great nation out of us. We are just on top of the world. And then other times, God gives us something that is really, really hard. Is your response still, "Here I am, Lord"? Or is it something different? Is it, "Oh, see you later, God"? Abraham didn't shy away from the incredibly hard thing he had to do. He believed that God would do something. He had faith that God would move, that God would provide for him. So my question for you is, when you reach those hard points in your life, do you trust God? Are you faithful to him and trust that he'll be faithful to you? Whether it's the good, whether it's the bad, say, "Here I am, Lord. What can I do for you?" I'm Pastor Adam. This has been Old Testament Thursday. I'll see you next time.